Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Yori Baumeister.
And we've got Rob in the booth. Say best of one bonanza, Rob.
Best of one bonanza, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us.
Oh, yeah.
As Rob said, today is the best of one bonanza. We've been playing 6 decks in various best of one matchups.
Yeah.
We are 1-1 in our sort of matches. It was basically a round robin between our sets of 3 decks. Corey is on his third and final deck to play against my gauntlet of 3, and it is the Boogeyman of Standard.
The deck. We're playing Yorian.
Jeskai, Lukka Fires.
It is the deck. So far, we've played 5 decks, and now we're about to play 1 masterpiece. So it should be, you know, a Lukka dunking fest. At least that's what I expect for the Arena Open. But you know, who knows? But
so you know, this deck is really good because every deck now, especially in Standard, is just named after whatever broken card is in it.
Yes.
And this deck has to have 4 of them listed in a row.
Exactly.
It's like the Yori. It's got Yorian. It's got Lukka. It's got Fires of Invention. So I guess 3 broken cards, and then the colors. Whatever colors you are, and then all your broken cards. So it's got 3 of them. So it's got a really long name.
So it's got to be good.
Yeah, it has to be good.
It's got to be good.
You know, I'm over here. I've got only 1 broken card in Zenith Flare.
No,
I guess
you only have 1 broken mechanic, so you're just Jeskai cycling.
I'm Lurrus cycling.
That's fair. That's fair. You got 1 broken card.
1 broken card, 1 broken mechanic against 3 broken cards. It seems reasonably fair.
It seems fair. We'll see. I mean, I'm on the play. This matchup does get to be very close. And post-board, you know, I have to bring in, like, vetoes and stuff to deal with it. So it is, we don't have a post-board. So this matchup can be pretty rough. So we'll see. Yeah. And honestly, Jund Sacrifice can be a rough matchup, too. So I am definitely overselling this deck. I just love it so much that I enjoy playing it.
You're certainly not the one who is selling it. It's being sold hard over the last 2 weeks by every content creator, it seems.
Basically,
everybody's talking about the power of this deck. It's been doing really well. But you're right. If you don't interact with Zenith Flare and you don't put a ton of pressure on me, you can Agent of Treachery some things, but I don't have any big creatures for you to take and really turn the corner super quickly. So we could end up in a spot where you're struggling to try to end the game, and I'm just frantically cycling everything I can. Like, where's my next Zenith Flare? So hopefully we get into one of those scenarios, and I just get to rip it right at the last possible moment.
And if anyone's going to do
this, and I go like this, and everything's great.
Let's hope we don't have that. Let's hope you go like this when I steal 4 permanents in 1 turn from you. That's what I'm looking to do.
I have 3 lands in play, then I draw the Zenith Flare.
Exactly, Okay, so I'm going to be on the play. I threw the last match just to make sure that I could get the play here, y'all. All right, this hand is completely reasonable.
And this hand is completely reasonable.
Okay, Steam Vents, go.
Just
it feels good to be here. Feels good to just be playing a good deck again. Oh, that was a heinous draw. All right, Birth of Melidus, one of my favorite cards.
Good.
I'm going to get a Plains, and I'll pass to you.
I'm going to cycle this and draw a card.
Shocking. Yeah, draw your cards.
Draw the card, chat. I will go to 18 and play a Draneth Stinger.
Stinger, all right.
Pass the turn. I didn't cycle this one, so I don't draw any cards.
Good call, good call. All right, I'm going to draw, get a 04.
Right over there.
Thank you. At least soak up a little bit of damage against the Stinger.
Yeah, 04 is a pretty good blocker in this matchup.
Yeah,
Only
really
Fox
pretty
gets
good.
out of that range.
Really is pretty good. Now how do we want to sequence this? It's a little tricky. Let's just play this land, I think. Yeah, all right, I'll just play a land and pass to you. Consideration to cycling it here, but I do want to make sure I hit all my land drops. I'll block. Got him.
Smart. I am actually going to go for blood and fight here to deal with the wall. I think that's going to be worth more than cycling it, but we'll see. I played my land, and I will pass the turn.
I will untap, draw.
Gain 2 to 22.
Yep. 22.
Corey pretty happy to be getting to his 4th turn at 22 life.
Yes, I am pretty happy about that. And I will just play a land and say go.
Okay, I will cycle on end step. To 21.
All right. 21.
Sorry, what are life totals?
I got 18 for me and 21 for Corey.
Yep.
I'm shocked with the Foundry. Let's get in for... You could have Shark Typhoon.
That I could.
Could have Shark Typhoon like a jerk. Okay.
Like a jerk typhoon.
Yeah, the biggest jerk typhoon in the world.
Yep.
I will play a Flourishing Fox.
Okay.
I will cycle Footfall Craters. You take 1. This gets counter.
Okay. I'm at 20.
I will attack for 2.
Attacking for 2, eh? It's interesting. What I want to do here...
Just wanted to make sure I got the Fox down first so I'd at least get counters, but I don't think I can just not attack for fear of Typhoon.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll take 2.
Brings you to 18.
18, yep.
I will play a Plains and pass the turn.
I will cycle Shark Typhoon. And we have sharks now! Hooray! Okay, so this is a 2/2 shark.
Yep.
Draw a card. Untap. That was a pretty sweet draw.
Okay. Land 5, Yori, and blink my shark.
yeah, there we go. Let me see this real quick. Go for blood. All right. I will attack for 2.
16.
I will play Fires of Invention. I will play a land, and I will play Lukka. And then let's spin. Get this out of here. Okay. Wow, that was lucky. I was like, wait, this isn't how it goes. All right, so agent. Now the question is, do I want to just start taking lands, or do I want to start controlling your creatures here? I kind of do think I kind of want to just take this Flourishing Fox. It gets pretty big. Zenith Flare isn't insanely scary yet. It is scary, of course, but yeah, we're going to take Flourishing Fox. What does the fox say now, Ross? All right, your go.
Fox says, that's not good.
Ooh. And honestly, the main reason to take this fox here is to just guarantee I have another creature to get rid of Lukka.
Yeah, that is the scary thing. So I kind of have to deal with all this.
Yeah, that's always the case when you play against the Jeskai Lukka deck. It's like, okay, I have to deal with 6 things this turn, and I should be fine.
Well, we'll cycle these on the end step. Bring you to 16.
Okay. 16.
Draw 2.
Yep. Now I just need to get the Narset down. Narset is a nice nail in the coffin. But we should have quite a nice turn.
So if I do nothing, Corey can turn the Fox into a second agent, and then Yori and blink both agents and steal 3 things next turn, which is not tenable.
It's not bad.
I cannot let that happen. I'm going
not bad for you, at least.
Cycle startling development, bring you to 15.
Okay.
I will shock to 14.
Okay.
And so the question is where the Zenith Flare goes.
Okay.
It's going to be for 7, which is pretty cool.
I'll go to 8.
It's not going to go upstairs. As much as I would like it to go upstairs.
Yeah, I don't even know which permanent I want you to kill most.
Yeah. So
all of them are just kind of the same.
There's really only 2 options. It's either deal with the Lukka or deal with the agent.
Yeah, I like that.
If I deal with the Lukka, you guarantee get to steal probably just the Drana Stinger and have this huge battlefield.
Yep.
And though I am going to have a really high life total, and I can maybe get something going with Lurrus. If I kill the agent, then I get to attack the Lukka, and you can either have the Lukka go to 1, and then you're not able to agent next turn at all, or you can trade, and then you have Yorian turn that into an agent, which I would be perfectly happy with. But if you have any other way to make a creature in your hand, then you can do that, make a creature, turn that into an agent, and then blink it with Yorian, and that's 2 things.
It's a tricky situation.
Earth of Miletus wouldn't make a creature right away. if I kill the other problem is if I kill the Lukka and you have a second Lukka, that's the Punisher case there. So if I kill this Lukka and you have a second one, then you get to go Lukka you get to steal 3 things.
Yep,
and which is a nightmare. So I think I want to go for the kill agent line.
Okay.
Because
seems reasonable.
The Punisher case isn't as bad, and then you actually don't have a lot of things that make a creature immediately. It's really just Shark Typhoon and Birth of... Well, it's really just Shark Typhoon, right?
Shark Typhoon, Castle Ardenvale.
You have a castle too.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm going to kill the agent and attack.
So you gain 5, right?
7.
7, okay. So you go to 21. And I think I just want to make this block here. Seems pretty reasonable. I can always re-blink Lukka. Yeah, I'll block.
Okay, they trade, and they will pass the turn.
All right. All right, well, we don't have a great turn here.
Though I have no battlefield.
yeah, you did give us some breathing room. I think I want to start with cycling.
Okay. Could have made that fox bigger.
Yeah, that was a tilt. There's a castle. Okay. How about we go... Got a couple options here. None of them are insanely great. I can steal 2 permanents this turn if I really want to by using a lot of my resources. That's definitely not bad. Is that good enough? Because then I'm really drained low. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be. So I'm going to play Yorion.
Sure.
Blinking nothing. I'm going to get an agent.
Yeah.
Exile this.
Oh
yeah. I gotta figure out how to use this card. They just helped me online. All right. We'll go like this. Put these on bottom. I will take that. And then now that I have 7 lands, I will play this agent from hand and take your Foundry. And that's all I can do. Past you.
Not what I wanted to see. Cycle.
Yep.
Cycle.
Yep.
Cycle.
Yep.
You can go.
All right. I'm trying to keep you off red mana, but I need 1 more of your permanents to start drawing a bunch of cards each turn. But our hand is heinous right now, unfortunately. All right. Exile the top 3. Don't really have any creatures left anyways, but... all right, give me the beatdowns.
I'm 17.
Yeah, this game is all of a sudden just looking really bad for me, actually. And then I'll pass to you.
I will play Valiant Rescuer.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, I'll make a castle token.
I might draw a land, so let's cycle on my turn, make a 1/1. Yeah. Didn't pass the turn.
Okay, so I'll make a 1/1 at end step with castle. Untap, draw. Rob, how many agents did I play? It was only 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go to the power. All right. What can we do here? Got a land.
Land's not very good.
Land's not great. I'll attack for 5.
I will trade tokens.
Okay.
I'll go to 13.
Yep. Then I'm going to... I don't think there's a point in ticking up this Lukka, but I'm going to play this Lukka and tick this one up. Top 3. Didn't want to draw those anyways, and then I'll pass to you.
You have 2 castles there?
Yep, and enough to activate them.
So the land was actually fine.
Yeah, the land was fine. But this token beatdown plan isn't great. Eventually you'll find the red source, and eventually Zenith Flare me.
Cycle, make 2 tokens.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
I'll make 2 tokens.
Yep.
Untap. All right.
That land is not very good.
That one's not very good. Exile top 3. Oh, those were good cards. Well, attacking is kind of off the table now. I think I just want to just say go. All right. Yeah, pass to you.
Cycle. 2 1/1s.
Yep.
So you can potentially make 2 Shaheens and make 2 more on your turn. That's 6 of them. So this deals 10.
Yep.
And then you would have 2 for 6 attackers, but I can generate enough blockers for that. So that's going to be a little short. Let's play Sacred Foundry tapped.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that is -7.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
All right, make a couple Shaheens.
Yep.
Untap draw. Come on. Just drawing brick soup over here. Well, yeah, it's not lethal by any means. How many cyclers you got?
15.
15, okay.
Convenient number.
Convenient number. Yeah, I'm dead to it. If you have one, you can just show it to me.
Yeah, I've got 3 more cyclers too.
Yeah, okay. Yep, dead. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I had to use Yorion to get rid of everything, but we just didn't draw anything else, you know? I just didn't draw much of anything else, and yeah, got beat pretty bad.
Really, if you had some other interaction that let you not be forced to play the Yorion early, then you're
that's what I'm saying. Is I had to do that. Well, I didn't necessarily have to. I could have waited and tried to be a little bit more patient. Had the Castle Ardenvale for the next turn, and then made a token. Then I could have played or used Lukka. Then I could have played Agent. So then I have 2 agents and then Yorion. But you had creatures at that point, right?
I had the Fox. I had Fox and Stinger. So and I had another Flare in my hand. So if you let me untap that turn with 5 mana, another Flare in hand, a bunch of cyclers, and that pressure, it just might not matter. What you do
exactly. Well, no, I guess that was the turn where I wrapped. Like, you had nothing, right? I untapped and I started with nothing, and then I stole 2 lands. I could have been patient and waited, and then the next turn I go castle, make a token, and then I play my 7th land. Because I played Yorion, got rid of Yorion, agent in a land, and then agent in again. So I could have just waited. I think that was,
you dealt with my creatures with the first Luke activation by taking the Fox.
Yeah,
so maybe a little more patience.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, that's only 1 more permanent that I would have gotten to steal, and then I'm just out of gas again, too. You know, and I think the game would have been different, but I would have had a Yorion, you know?
Yeah. And that one more permanent, 1 more land for me is Gangbusters, because I was mana light there.
Yeah, but you would have had an extra turn though too, you know.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't have ultimated with Yori or with Lukka nearly fast enough. So yeah, who knows? That was the only decision point I had, and you know, I went to be a little aggressive, thinking I would draw something, but all I drew was lands for the rest there, so that wasn't great. Lands and Lukkas, and then I had 2 Shatter the Skies in hand, which is just not very good against the deck, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I made a big stink about how the person on the play was 4-0, and since then I've won 3 games in a row on the draw.
Yep. Impressive.
I am now 5-2 on the day. But if you win these last 2, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You're still getting wrecked. Yeah.
Because the points don't matter.
Justice.
Scores are made up.
So, Jund Sacrifice now up against this. Pretty close matchup as well.
Yeah.
Being on the play is definitely going to be an advantage just to be able to fairy bounce your 2 drops. That's, I think, the most important thing of being on the play. My Teferis are basically dead in the matchup, but on the play they can get, you know, some action.
Yeah. Even just like bouncing the food token if I Trail of Crumbs is nice.
Yeah, if you don't have a goose out or whatever, but yeah. All right, you got any questions there, Rob?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. All right, well, you are next in queue if you want a question answered.
We're here for you.
We're here for you.
For all of you.
Every one of you.
We need your questions to sustain us.
Without questions, we'll wither away.
Yes. All will be for naught.
All right, I'm on the play with a bit of a land-heavy hand, but I like these types of hand on the play, or at least I don't mind them, so I'm going to keep.
You are going to keep.
Keeping.
We can always go back to the classic what'd you have for breakfast questions.
Yeah, there we go. That's no fun.
I had...
No, I said that's no fun.
I didn't feel like cooking anything when I woke up this morning.
Good call.
So I opened a thing of yogurt.
I did the same thing with cereal. Didn't want to cook at all.
And I'm going to make some food as soon as I get home.
All right, how's your hand?
My hand is excellent.
All right, I will scry. I did not want this land, and I'll pass to you.
Okay, I lied. It's not actually excellent.
Okay.
It's actually kind of weird.
But it's a hand.
What should I do with this hand?
What should you do?
Fabled Passage, go.
Okay. I will untap. All right, scryed a land at the bottom. Drew a land. Love it, love it.
Perfect.
I will get a land and pass to you.
I will get a forest with my Fabled Passage.
All righty. All right, what do you got on turn number 2 here, Ross?
Ooh, that was not a draw. Not a draw I was looking for. I have a Trail of Crumbs.
Okay.
Get a food. You're up.
All right. I'm going to draw. I'm going to get an 04. All right, nice draw from us. Where are these 04s? There we go. Okay, well, our hand is now heinous, but I am going to play Teferi, and I do get to bounce that food, and I'll pass to you.
Woe Strider, get a go.
Okay.
You're up.
All right, I will draw.
You're at 22?
Yeah, 22. 22. I have been drawing well over here, I have to say. All right, you are just still 20, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm at 22. I'm going to tick this up, and yeah, I'll play a Hollowed Fountain tapped, and I'll pass to you.
Wow. Okay, that was a good draw. I'm going to shock to 18, and I'm going to claim your wall.
Okay. It's been claimed.
Tack to Fairy.
Sure.
I will... let's wait to see if you do anything.
The flavor on that's pretty great. I'm just going to take your wall and bring it to my city.
Yeah, yeah.
Play another trail.
Okay.
Get a food.
Sure.
Play a Gilded Goose.
Sure.
Get a food.
Sure.
Sack this wall to scry one.
Okay.
So it'll also prevent any Lukka shenanigans. Yeah, I think I want this, so I'll leave that on top for now. Pass the turn.
Oh my God. We have been drawing so badly. Wow. Oh, God. Tough plays here. Tough plays. What to do here.
I also would like to remind chat, well, they weren't here, so I can't remind them. I would like to tell chat that before this started, Corey said that he doesn't make mistakes with this deck.
Yeah, and I already made a mistake round 1, and now I'm about to get crushed in round 2. So, yeah, makes sense.
Recasting another Naked Yorion?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Getting a mountain, I assume?
Yeah, your go.
Island. Don't need second red?
Oh, trust me, I have no problem with mana. Your go.
Okay. Well, I have a Cauldron Familiar.
Okay.
I will sacrifice, or you lose 1. You go to 21.
Sure.
I go to 19.
Sure.
I will sacrifice it to scry 1, and then with that, with the scry on the stack, I will sacrifice the food to return it.
Okay.
And pay the one off the first trail.
Okay.
I will select a Fabled Passage.
Sure.
Pay the one off the second trail.
Mm-hmm.
I will select a swamp.
Okay.
Then this enters the battlefield again.
Yep.
You go to 20. I go to 20.
Sure.
Convenient. And then the scry one resolves. And I want that. Play my land for turn.
Okay.
Sack this to scry 1. Still with the scry on the stack. Sack this 2 trail triggers.
Okay.
Pay for the first one. Find a witch's oven.
Okay.
I will not pay for the second one.
Okay.
Have this come back. You go to 19. I go to 21.
Okay.
Scry. I will put that on the bottom. Then I will play witch's oven.
All right.
And then I will sack. I guess I'll just pass the turn.
All right. Oh, man. I will play Lukka. I will tick up. 1, 2, 3. So I can play Agent. As long as this is.
As long as you control a Lukka Planeswalker.
Yeah. Okay. Pass to you.
End step. I will sack this to get a food.
Okay.
And I do not want to bring it back since it's not going to be attacking.
Okay. That was the first spell I've drawn.
Okay. Play. Do I want to keep the food around? I think I'd rather just use the food and the goose to cast this and get my land drop off the top.
Okay.
Because I can get another food with this, but then I can't get the goose with it. But I can sack it to the familiar.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
So we'll play Bolos the Citadel.
Okay.
I will pay 3 life.
Okay.
Brings me to 18.
Yep. I'm just assuming I'm dead, but we'll see.
15.
Oh, that's just lethal already.
I will pay 2 life for this, so that brings me to 13.
You haven't played a land, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That's what I was debating.
No, you have lethal on board. Just sack.
Oh, I have 10 permanents already?
Yeah.
I just assumed I wasn't quite there yet, but I guess.
Nope. Yeah, already
2,
10.
5,
Yeah.
10. Okay. And you're at 19, yeah. And I can even.
Gotta love it. I kept a hand with a. It was a 5-lander to be fair, but with a temple, scryed a land to the bottom, drew a land.
Yeah.
And then drew 3 lands in a row, and then off to fairy, drew a land. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a little unfortunate. I was hoping to get to see these decks do their thing.
Yeah, no, I guess I need to shuffle this a little bit better. But yeah, maybe I just should have mulliganed. But honestly, Scryland, Birth of Melitus to Fairy on the play, usually pretty good. Because, I mean, even if you just find any spell, you're usually just very happy because Birth into Teferi is excellent.
Yeah, and you have the Orient sitting over there.
And you already have Orient.
Other stuff.
It seems like a totally fine play, but then when you just have no turn 4 or 5 play, then it's
well,
heinous,
when you keep a 5-lander and draw 4 lands,
yeah, it's not going to go. It's not going to go.
You're not going to win.
You're going to have a bad time. Yeah.
That's how Magic works.
That is how Magic works.
So unfortunately. Well, I guess I should say, unfortunately for you.
Fortunately for me, yeah. You win the marbles this time. You're the best of 1 champ.
You can stay right there.
Stay right over there. They've been so scared of that side for so long. They haven't been over there in just weeks. So better give them some quality time over there. All right. Well, best deck in the format. Not looking great. Yeah.
Make yourself at home. Fibblethip is right there to keep you some company.
There you go. Totally lost. What do you got for the
other one? There is Zinder Split, just in case you were curious.
Is what now?
Zinder Split, the plush doll.
Well, I was talking about the totally lost. That
I know, right? But they could both be friends.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They probably can't see that. Thought I was talking about the plush doll, which to be fair, I also thought was Fibblethip. But
I kind of did too. Yeah.
I also have no idea what sounds came out of your mouth.
Zinder Split.
Zinder Split?
Yeah, it's a partner from Battle Bond.
Oh, okay. News to us.
Is it Fibblethip's partner?
No, unfortunately, Fibblethip wasn't in that set.
Oh, okay.
That seems like a mistake.
That does seem like a mistake. Rob, you got any questions for us while we get ready for this game?
Yeah, Yargs wants to know, you mentioned before that removal isn't great in the current meta. Is there any good counter magic, or do you think interaction just isn't great at the moment?
I think counter magic is fine. You know, I mean, if people are going to be playing a ton of Lukka, just playing an 8 to 10 counter spell main deck configuration is probably going to be a recipe to beat them. But then you run into the problem where the people that are going to play aggressive decks, the counterspells aren't as good. But to be fair, like Dovin's veto against this deck is actually okay. You know, counterspells are decent because you just have to kill that Bolas' Citadel to really stop you from, you know, killing in one turn like that. Now, the deck can still just win through that, which is a problem. So, yeah, I think Counter Magic is decent.
You're going to kind of have to just pick your poison, right? There's not a deck that beats, you know, Jeskai, Lukka, and aggro decks consistently, right? Mm-hmm. You can still be fine in the matchup. It's not like you have to be bad in one of them. Yeah. But you're going to have to decide, like, you know, do I really just want to beat Jeskai? I can't go too far to beat the Lukka decks. Yeah. Because I need some early game against the aggro decks. Yep. Because those seem to be like the two easiest ways.
It's just play hyper aggressive and Lukka. Yeah.
The easiest directions to go in. So that's one of the reasons I kind of like the Jund deck. It seems like it has good game against both.
It really does.
You know, it's not gangbusters by any means, but you can't really go too hard in any direction. So something like the Bant Yorion deck, you know, which plays a lot of counterspells. Like, what do they have? What is their anti-aggro stuff? Like Berthamolitis and
Berthamolitis, they still have Shatter. Or no Berthamolitis in that deck. They still have Shatter and like Uro. Uro is the bigger thing. But yeah, that deck just gets dominated by aggro. You know, that's just kind of how it is. It's supposed to beat, and it does do a great job of beating like Lukka decks, but it just gets beat down by aggro. So yeah, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, maybe you can tune that deck to be a little bit worse in the Jeskai deck, but a little bit better against aggro.
Definitely.
And find the right balance for best of one.
Yeah, put some baffling ends in there or something.
But it's not, I would say counterspells are in a fine spot, but you just can't overload on them.
Yep. All right, so I went from all lands to mulliganing here. This has not been my day.
Well, I will join you this game, I think. Okay. I think this hand's just going to be too slow. Just start on turn 3 on the draw.
What is that, a Nissa? I haven't seen one of those forever.
I decided in best of one, I just wanted a couple Nissas in the flex spots. So I've got 2 Nissas and 1 Hydroid Krasis. Okay. Just a little bit of life gain. And like, you know, you just can generate a ton of mana then as a result. Yeah. And that's just going to be, you know, good against almost any deck.
No, that makes sense.
Plus, you know, I couldn't abandon Nissa entirely.
You can't. And I mean, Nissa has been popping up in those decks here and there. Yeah. And I think it's totally reasonable.
Yeah, I noticed there were a few different ways people were going to the flex spots, and I just sort of adjusted it both to my liking and to what I thought would be best in best of one.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, on the mulligan here, let's hope we can get a playable hand here. All right, we got magic cards that do things.
That's not fair.
I mean, to be fair, you had him in the last hand too, but
yeah, that is fair. That is fair.
You need him right here too.
Yes. All right, I think I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna get rid of this Elspeth Conquers Death. The card is not that great against Temur Adventures. The cards I really need to kill are 1 and 2 drops. So we're gonna try that.
I don't really have a good way to get to this, so I'm just gonna keep my early game.
Okay, I'll play Triumph, pass to you.
I will play Forest Innkeeper.
Innkeeper. All right. I'll play Triumph and pass. Oops.
Get you for 1.
The beats. 19.
Lucky Clover.
Okay.
You're up.
That's troublesome. Let's go with a Narset. Activate. Let's get an Omen and pass to you.
But Corey, how am I supposed to draw cards now?
Yeah, I'm trying to prevent that.
Let's attack the Narset.
Okay, it's down to 2.
You got which Omen did you get? The white?
Oh, the red one.
Red one.
Yep.
It's annoying.
That's not bad. Not bad. All right.
Go.
Okay. Ooh, that was a spicy one. I'm gonna take 2.
18.
Or 17.
17. Oh yeah, I got it for 1.
So 17 to 20. Now I don't really have to play this Omen right away if I don't want to. Question is, do I want to activate Narset and just kind of give it up? Kind of think that sounds bad. So I'm just going to say go. Whoa. All right, I'm on an 0-5 game winning streak here, so I got to try to snap this off.
I will attack Narset for 2.
All right, I'm going to start with Omen, hitting one of your innkeepers. And Narset goes to 1.
Granted.
Okay. Seems good.
So I think I want to get Cage, which stops Lukka shenanigans.
Yep.
And the other card I want to get is probably one of the counter spells.
Okay.
The problem is you can Yorion here and blink the Narset and the Omen.
That I can.
So
you figured out my line for next turn. Yeah. Dang it.
Which means I've got to figure out what I want to do against that. Maybe I want to get this Tamio so I can start generating some card advantage.
Not bad, not bad.
I can potentially rebuy these Innkeepers. I don't have a good answer to the body of Yorion in my sideboard.
Yeah.
All my red cards are like anti-small aggro. So Flame Sweep, Storm's Wrath, Scorching Dragonfire.
Yep. No fries, huh?
Yeah, no fry. Aether Gust doesn't touch it, so that's a problem.
A little bit. It's the first bit of adversity you've run into against this deck.
Yeah. I mean, I could get the Scorching Dragonfire just to be able to deal with Narset and sort of force you to never activate it.
Not
but
bad.
the Narset isn't even like a big deal once all my Innkeepers are gone.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what I want. I just don't think I have anything particularly good. Maybe I just want volume. I want like Escape to the Wilds.
I think that's what I would do.
Yeah, actually, I like that too.
Yep.
This is my new card advantage plan.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Pass the turn.
All right, we'll add to the Yorion turn here.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Both decent cards. I'm definitely keeping this top one. I think we can... Yeah, we should probably just keep both. All right, I'll keep both, draw them both for the turn. One for end step, one for my turn. I'll take 2 Yorion, blink all this stuff out.
So you're at 15.
Yep. 15, I'm going to deal 2 to that. Yep. This is reset. Scry. I definitely don't want Omen of the Sun. That's not very good. Do I want this other card, though? Probably don't want that either. And drop. Pass to you. Nice little restock of our hand there.
So I can't escape this turn. I guess I can escape, and as long as I hit a land, an untapped land, I can still cage.
Yep.
Which is what I'm worried about. I just don't want you to be able to get me with Lukka.
That makes sense.
So I think I'm going to go for that.
Okay.
There's the land we needed. A lot of lands we needed. So one of those lands we're not going to be able to play.
Okay.
I have plenty of blue, so let's just play the Stomping Ground for now. We're probably just going to play both green lands and leave the Steam Vents over there. But I'll shock to 18 and play Cage.
All right.
And pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw, activate, Narset. Okay, we got 4 options here. None of them particularly good. I guess we'll go with a Lukka in hopes that we can get that Cage out of here at some point. And what else do we want to do? Let's go with the beatdowns.
I will go to 14.
And now I could just play Lukka, tick up, try to find an agent, and then hope to deal with the Cage at some point. It's reasonable. I could try to do more. Your turn is likely going to be Granted for something, as well as Heart's Desire, play a land. That's 5 mana, so then you have 2 mana free. You might want to get a counter spell of some kind, maybe. So Lukka doesn't seem insane. And you're at 14. Interesting. Very interesting. I probably just want to play a land and say go here and just see what you do, react to that, and run from there. All right, I'm going to take 2.
You go to 13.
And pass to you.
Shark Typhooning here.
You never know. You never know. Got all kinds of options.
Okay. So I have some options as well.
Here's our little bit more face up.
14. You shocking definitely suggests a Shark Typhoon. Unless you just want to sack both Omens and dig for your next turn. You have 5 in hand or 6?
6.
One of which
seems like a heinous turn.
Yeah.
Try 4.
Doesn't seem great, but like, that's the only... You just don't interact on my turn very much.
Yeah.
You know, unless you plus it to Fairy. So I'm thinking that you have Shark Typhoon.
Okay.
If you have Shark Typhoon, I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to Granted this turn.
I like that.
Kind of thinking what I'm going to need to do.
Decisions, my friend.
Yeah, what would I even grant it for? If I did the thing that Corey's talking about, shock myself to 12, play Heart's Desire, granted, I get 2 things, and have 2 mana up. I would shock myself to 12, you would make another 4/4, you could attack me to 4, and I would get like a counter spell and something else going on. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. I would probably get Disdainful Stroke so I could counter a hardcast Agent of Treachery.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be sense. For sure. And then maybe some answer to the Narset, but I'm close to attacking the Narset down anyway.
Well, you don't have any creatures in play, so...
Well, I would be... I would have 2 1/1s at that point.
Yeah, I'm giving you crap.
You're like, okay, I think I actually like that now that I think about it. So I'll go to 12.
Okay.
Let's play Granted.
Okay. Double Granted.
Let's make sure I tap reasonably well. Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely getting Disdainful Stroke, and then what else do I want to get? It's really unclear. Maybe I just want to get Disdainful Stroke Negate and have a bunch of counter spells. I actually kind of like that.
Seems interesting.
No, I'm gonna have to worry about this Yorion. That's the problem. I just don't have a good way.
Yeah, nobody has a great answer for Yorion. Card's busted
To answer it. So
usually it's the effect, but the effect was pretty good. But
5 mana 4/5 flyer. Yeah, I think I actually want to get both counter spells.
Okay,
and then
reasonable.
Play Heart's Desire.
Okay.
This is going to end up exiled. I get 2 Shaheens.
All right.
And I will pass the turn.
All right, I have a Shark Typhoon. You figured it out.
Yep.
Cycle for 4. 4/4 Shark. Draw a card.
So, Ross, is this game kind of an indication you might want something like a Fry in your sideboard?
Kind of seems like it.
I could definitely see having a Fry.
Brazen Borrower would just be sick, too, if you had it, but... Okay, I'm going to activate.
Yep.
I will get Omen of the Sun. I will declare tax.
I will go to 4.
Okay, you're at 4. Now, I don't want to play too much on Ross's turn, just because I know he has a counterspell for basically anything I could play, except a creature that is converted mana cost of 3 or less. So I'm going to scry, and I think I'll keep this on top, and I'll pass to you.
Okay, on your end step, I'll bounce both your creatures.
Kind of surprised you took that much damage to do so. I think this is fine.
Maybe I'm wrong to do that, but the white omen is actually really annoying now because it protects the Narset.
Okay.
So now I have Disdainful Stroke for the Yorion on the way back down.
I think I have to
You're doing something?
Either discard or play something now if I want. So I could play Omen of the Sun right now.
You're gonna play anyway, so
yeah,
to protect the Narset.
Just doesn't seem that good. I think I'm just going to discard. I'm just going to discard Lukka.
Okay. Not a bad draw.
Okay.
Send both the Shaheens at Narset.
Narset down.
Excellent. Edgewall Innkeeper.
Okay.
And that goes to any target.
It does, yep.
I really want a shock here, so I have 7 mana up for both my counterspells and Brazen Borrower.
Yeah.
But I just don't think I can afford to be in Omen of the Forge range.
Yep.
Fortunately, hit all shock lands. 2 more life, really 3 more life in this game, and I'd feel really good.
Yeah.
If I could shock here and still be at 5.
That would be good.
But let's just play that tapped and pass the turn.
4/4 Shark. Put you in a weird spot here. Draw. Untap.
Another Shark Typhoon was
that's why we play 4. That card is busted. All right, so I want to try to put you in as weird of a spot as possible. Let's see how I can maximize that. Okay. I know you have 2 counter spells, but you can't play both of them and Brazen Bar, so I want to try to just play 2 spells that'll kill you, essentially, if that's a possibility. Let's go with... it's tough. You're at 4. Okay, maybe this isn't as tough as I thought. I'm going to go with a Teferi.
Gotta negate the Teferi.
Yep, there's only really forces your hand there.
Yep.
And then I'll attack.
4 blocks, play Brazen Bar, draw a card.
Yeah, you can draw a card, and then I got Omen for that.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yep.
I thought I had to take the damage because I thought I needed to get the Yorion into your hand on the end step so I could Disdainful Stroke it. Otherwise, I just had no other way to deal with it.
You didn't have it at the end, like when I attacked the turn, but you didn't have it the turn before, right? Where you had 2 mana open and I decided to not play anything.
Yeah, I did have Brazen Bar that turn, but I did. I didn't. At that point, like bouncing the Yorion didn't seem particularly good, right?
Yeah.
Or was that the turn No, the turn I granted was the turn that
you could have only bounced Yorion,
yeah,
right? Because
exactly.
I was still in a Shark.
Or like it was like Yorion, Omens, and Narset. You hadn't made the Shark yet.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't a very good time to petty theft.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because it would have been decent to just bounce Yorion and then bounce Narset or something, and it would have been okay, but not great. Yeah. Because then I just start sharking you, and
maybe
I had gas.
Sharks.
I had gas from the rest, but
I just needed a little bit more life there to play with on that turn.
Yeah.
If I'm able to shock, even if I'm at 3 there, and I can play both counter spells, I guess the Disdainful Stroke isn't relevant.
Yeah.
Because you had just Teferi Omen, so I wasn't beating that.
Well, I got a fun idea since we have a little bit extra time if you're in for it. You definitely win the marbles. You got them. But how about this? You pick out of your 3 decks, or even ones of mine that I'm not playing, your favorite, what you would submit. I'm gonna pick my favorite, and we'll go for one last best of 1 game.
Favorite among the 6 decks, or
what? Yeah, amongst the 6, what you would play?
Oh, Jund.
Jund. Okay, and I would play Lukka. So let's try a rematch of that Jund one as just our champion decks as what we would pick, okay? And I think we got to do the old die roll for this one, okay?
Sure.
You ready?
Oh,
you want to do odd or even, or you want to do high?
We got to do, historically, back when we used to do die rolls, it was 7s, 11s game.
Okay, what's this?
Let's go way back in time.
Yeah. Okay, so we each roll at the same time, 2 dice. If you roll a 7, you lose.
Okay.
If you roll an 11, you win.
Okay.
And if one, there's an additional clause, but it's not relevant here. But we used to do it where if one person rolled an 11 and the other person rolled a 7, whoever rolled the 11 was on the play the entire day.
Okay. I like it. Okay, and then the rest are rerolls?
Yeah, everything's a reroll.
Oh my God.
7 you win, 11 you lose. Oh,
I win. All right.
No, 7 is a loser.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 11 is a winner, 7 is a loser.
All right,
So
robbed. That about sums up this day on Versus Live. I was just robbed all day. No, I'm just kidding.
Why are you ragging on our director? He does a good job.
Yeah, I was just robbing. All right, so we'll battle these. Yeah, I mean, I flooded out horrifically bad this last time, so it would be nice to get a good game anyways, so...
You got any questions while we're shuffling, Rob?
Yeah, so when we're talking about best of one and how kind of being on your own plan is important.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's any chance that we could see, like, that we could see Garuda decks, like, pop up, or are they just way too narrow in that regard?
You know what? Garuda actually seems great for best of one to me. You know, like, not a lot of people are going to be playing counter spells, and that's what that deck loses to. I think, wasn't Garuda just like way underpowered in standard compared to... I forgot what the standard version
You don't really have all the clones, right?
Yeah, you don't have the clones, but you still have like a decent amount of them.
You have Charming Prince that can blink.
Yeah. Oh, you have Thassa's Deep Dwelling that blinks.
Yeah.
At end step, but still goes. I swear there was another one. This deck was taking over standard week one,
3 days,
and then people are like, "Oh yeah, we can play Mystical Disputes. Their deck's bad,
and you can't."
Yeah, and you can't. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that seems like a sneaky choice.
No, that does seem like a good best of one choice and a fun one too.
Oh, fun for one of you.
Yeah, fun for one. Yeah, no, that could easily be one. I like that suggestion there.
Just not a deck that any of us has thought about in so long.
I know. It's been so bad for so long, but yeah. Our very own Cedric Phillips, though, crushed it in the Pioneer PTQ this last weekend, though.
Yep. His, 20th PTQ win or something like that.
Yeah, something crazy.
PTQ machine.
I did like how normally Nick is the one who writes those articles, but Cedric, took the opportunity to write that one.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Always baffles me when people have won that many PTQs. I've won.
I don't think I've played that many.
I've won 3.
Yeah,
in my life. He's got 20. I don't think the number that we've played is that different, but it might be.
Yeah, I think I've won 4.
So you're just saying he's that much better than you?
I guess if you count RPTQs, that would be a 4th one for me. I
counted RPTQs and then I've won 4. Yeah.
So, but he's at least in the teens, if not over 20.
Yeah, impressive. Or it's unimpressive. That could be saying he's won so many, and then when he gets to the Pro Tour, does terrible, and has to repeat TQ every time.
I didn't really want to get into that part of it, but that is a way they frame it.
Okay, how's your hand?
It is okay.
My hand's medium, but I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
It's a low land hand, and with how bad I've been flooding, I should probably draw all lands, right?
Fine. That's how it works. I'm at 18.
Honk. All right. Perfect draw off the top. Pass to you.
Witches of it.
All right.
Pass the turn.
I will play a birth, get a land, and pass to you.
I will get a swamp.
Okay.
If I can find it. There we go.
Swamp.
Little swamp.
Little swamperoo.
Swampy swamp.
All right. I like the no cat.
No cat yet.
Yet. All right. Your go, Ross Merriam. Whoosha.
Mayhem Devil.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. So this is going to go up. I will get a wall when I draw. And then I'll play a land and pass to you.
And we'll claim your wall.
How dare you?
I will attack for 3.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I really want to do anything about this. I'll take it.
You go to 17.
Yep.
I will sack the wall for a food, ping you for 1.
Okay, 16.
And
you're at 20, right?
I'm at 18. I
18,
shot after 1. And I will play a Fabled Passage and pass the turn.
Okay.
Not the best of draws for me since my opening hand, but...
Yeah. All right, I will draw, activate this, gain 2. So
18 all.
But I lose 1, so
yep.
I only gain 1. I go to 17.
That is a neat interaction. Main nibbles whenever anyone sacrifices.
Yep, exactly. And then I'm going to take 2 and shatter.
So that brings you to 15.
Yep.
I will make a food in response.
Okay.
And that's good.
All right, your go. Oh yeah, I suppose I have a Yorion in this deck, huh?
Somewhere.
I think it's in my deck. So whenever I feel like casting that, I'll have to just search through.
Sure. I will play a Gilded Goose.
Okay.
And pass the turn. Really need a, whatchamacallit, either a Trail of Crumbs or a...
Yeah, Trail of Crumbs is really important for that deck.
What's the big enchantment? Got it.
Bolos and Citadel.
Bolos and Citadel.
Yeah,
there we go. One of those.
One of those cards.
We'll be in business.
I don't want you to be in business, so I am going to take 2.
13.
And I'll pass to you.
Feels like a great typhoon.
A great typhoon? You mean a Sharknado?
Sounds not the worst, I guess.
Okay.
I will play a Woe Strider.
Woe Strider. Okay.
Get a goat.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. End step, I will Omen of the Sea.
Okay.
Scry. I don't want either of those. Draw. And then Omen of the Sun. White humans.
We're gaining 2.
Yep.
Brings you to 15.
Got some Shaheens.
We need red source or fires for Lukka to be online.
Yep. Draw. All right, I'm going to fetch. I'm going to use this opportunity to get a Yorion out of my deck as well. God, that's going to happen so much in Paper Magic. Like, I just don't know the fate. It's just got to be an illegal deck, you know?
I'm sure they'll come up with some slightly altered rule for it because it'll be common. Though, you know, you never know. By the time we get to play Paper Magic, they might just all be banned and rotated out of Standard.
You never know. You never know.
Just gone.
Okay, I do have Lukka.
Yeah.
This is in the companion zone. Then I will sack this. Has it always been third? It has always been third. How weird.
What are we taking?
Corey over here stacking his deck.
I am stacking the deck. I'm going to take Schwamp.
Not surprised.
And I'll pass to you. I'm just trying to keep you off land so you don't get to go absolutely crazy, and every other permanent you get to just steal, so.
Okay, so let's get a swamp there.
Okay.
And...
This is a big turn for you, or you are in a lot of trouble.
Yep. I think I'm in a lot of trouble regardless.
Yeah,
I don't have another land in hand, so now...
and if it's not a Citadel or a land, then you're in trouble. If it's one of those cards and you draw the other one, then I could easily just die.
Yeah, but that's not happening.
Okay.
So what I need, actually, maybe I need to get a mountain here. I think what I need to draw is Mayhem Devil.
Okay. Okay. Good luck with that, Ross.
Yeah. Let's get a mountain.
Okay.
Where are you? So I will. Do I want to sack the Brad Nelson to see if I can? If I draw Mayhem Devil at that point, is it still?
You leave my brother alone. Don't just throw him away for a scry. Not even a full card. Come on. Brad's an SCG alum. You're just gonna throw him away for one look at the top of a deck? Jeez, no respect, huh?
No regard. No regard at all. Yeah, I do think it's worth it to scry here.
My bro. It was just his birthday, too, and you're just going to throw him away, huh?
That's a blood crypt.
Okay. What you got now? Better be a good one. Claimed. That's not bad.
Send both at Lukka.
Okay. I will block Woe Strider.
I will sacrifice this to scry 1.
Or damage?
Yeah, otherwise it dies. Oh, I can sack it to the oven.
Yeah.
So I can still get the Lukka down to 2. So is the damage plus food, or loyalty counter plus food, worth more than a scry? And like the loyalty counter is not worth a whole lot. Like,
yeah, that's true. Because if I get to activate it once, it's kind of the same
even if it goes away.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think I'd rather have the scry.
All right, so those trade.
These trade. Scry 1. That is.
Oh, you scried. So okay.
So yeah, so it's still on 3.
All right.
I mean that's a good. That's kind of what I want.
Okay.
Kind of think I have to keep it.
Okay.
You're not going to agent a ton more. I guess you do have 3 agents in your deck. That's a thing.
Just the right amount.
Yeah, and you can like cast 1 next turn and blink it. I guess you can't. If you need to have fires too. You have 3 in hand or 4?
4.
I'm only playing this in passing. The question is just whether or not I want to keep this on top.
Okay.
I think I do. I think it's good enough.
You're gonna be punished for your last decision.
Why?
It's gonna be glorious. All right,
so
I'm
gonna
take
leave
2.
the Lukka in play.
Yeah.
You're 13.
All right, Baby Shark, draw.
Sure.
Lukka.
Oh, because you have 3 agents now, and you get to blink it?
I just get to blink it and start it over, which is kind of nice. All right, so Baby Shark, blink. I'm going to steal... you can castle here. Yeah, I'll steal your castle.
Okay, I'll make black with the goose.
Okay.
And draw, I lose 1.
Okay. All right.
So I'm at 17.
And then I will Yorion.
Yep.
Blink them all out. Bring them all back. Pass. I'm going to get 2 1/1s. I'm going to gain 2.
You go to 15.
Yep. I'm going to scry. I'm going to bottom both. Draw. I'm going to steal your swamp. And your go. Got 3 permanents of yours, but I don't get to trigger the draw because it comes into play at end step. I'll be drawing 3 cards next turn.
That you will. A little late on this trail.
Oh, there you go. Right on time.
So let's sack a food to the goose and draw off trail. Get Overgrown Tomb.
Perfect. Just what you needed.
Play it tapped.
Okay.
That's the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. I'm going to get in there.
That's for 8.
Yep.
Brings me to 9.
All right. I'm going to sack a Shaheen. 1, 2, 3. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Shuffle these around. It's probably supposed to be random order. Now let's take your Overgrown Tomb. Why not? And let's play a Sacred Foundry tapped. And I'll pass to you. Draw 6 cards. All right. Your go. Discard X amount. Make a giant shark.
Sack this food to the goose.
Okay.
Get the trail.
Okay. Meow. Right on time. Now you got the engine going, but...
I'm at 9.
Yeah. Wow, I kept a horrible sequence of cards randomly here.
I guess that's how I should have done this. Let's pretend I floated black.
Okay, sure.
And then got the Cauldron Familiar because that's the only way that makes sense.
Okay.
So I go to 10, you go to 14.
Okay.
Or sack this for a food, sack that food to get it back.
Yep.
Trigger the trail.
You're at 11.
play land for turn.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I'm at 11, you're at 13.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Cycle for an 8/8.
12, 15, and I can only go to 14.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then draw for the turn. Yeah, my hand was like garbage against you. I mean, I would have had Elspeth Conqueror's Death as well, but also garbage. But yeah, just
I wasn't going to have enough. I thought like maybe Bolus Acido was saving, but I wasn't going to have enough life for that to work anyway.
Yeah, and the whole plan I get in this matchup is just to contain your lands.
Yeah.
So just always taking your lands. If you have more lands where it doesn't, let's say you have 7, and I can only take 1 land. I don't take land. Then I start taking ovens and stuff like that. But whenever I can deprive you from the Citadel, it's almost a auto lock kind of thing. But yeah,
my keep was these 4 and 3 lands, which is like perfectly reasonable hand.
Snap it up. Like, that's the only thing I didn't like about that. When you draw the blade and you have the perfect sequence from the Jund Sacrifice, the deck feels unbeatable. But then you just draw the other half where you just draw like these cards. I mean, these work well together, but you draw just like Mayhem Devil and Cats, and it's just like, okay, I'm a very bad beatdown deck. I'm a worse beatdown deck than the Gruul nonsense that I played earlier. So the deck can be bad. Sometimes you really have to mulligan pretty aggressively. Trail of Crumbs is probably just the most important card, I think, almost all the time.
It just digs you and assembles everything. But you definitely, there are definitely some combinations of cards that like, don't really apply pressure and don't really assemble the sacrifice synergies.
Yeah.
And you need to definitely do one or the other.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I have like the Rixmati Reveler and like the Flex Spot is to just help you, pitch claim when it's bad.
Sure.
That a little bit.
I was gonna say I didn't think I saw that card in any list.
There's like 1 or 2 in some lists everywhere, and there's like 1 flex spot basically in the deck when you max out on 4s.
Sure.
So I just decided on the Reveler, and it's like, it's not bad.
It is pretty interesting. You
can also get some value discarding Woe Strider.
Yeah.
Back.
Honestly, though, out of all this, what we could take away from it is not much, because it's like best of 1 is so wide open, it seems. I mean, it's going to be so much different when we get into the actual arena open, but it really seems like people can go 4 different avenues. People can just try to go really aggressive. Lukka, just play the stock list, play it as the best deck. You can play these heavy counterspell decks to be able to beat the Lukka decks and then maybe lose to the aggro decks. Or you can, try to play Temur Reclamation and try to go over the top. Like, there's a lot of different things, so it's going to be very interesting if people skew their decks a lot to play Arena Best of 1, or if people just, kind of jam whatever deck that they love and don't really change too many cards. So
yeah, there's this huge boogeyman in Jeskai Lukka, and I think the key question is, or really 2 questions, but they're related, is how much do people skew their decks to beat what everyone's assuming will be the most popular deck in the field?
Yep.
And exactly how do they skew their decks?
Yeah.
Do they try to go underneath? Do they try to go over the top? Or do they try to interact? Because you can succeed doing all 3.
You can. And honestly, just Agent of Treachery is probably at an all-time low right now. If we just look at the decks across the board of what we played, there isn't a ton of great targets for me to steal in matchups anymore. Temur Adventures, all your little stuff, you make too much lands, so taking a land doesn't backbreak you. Jund is like, I can't take any of your creatures because you get to sacrifice them, so I just have to take lands there too. Even the hyper-aggressive deck like Mardu Knight, taking something like that isn't great. So right now, all the decks that I'm noticing are all decks that don't get taken advantage of by Agent of Treachery, and that's in response to how good this deck is. But decks are starting to adjust, and it just makes the deck worse. Our big payoff is like taking a land. Sometimes that's enough, because when you blink with Yorion, it doesn't matter if you're only taking lands. You're taking a lot of them,
Then they have no resources. You're drawing a million cards a turn with the agent triggers.
Yeah. So, I mean, to be honest, I'm going to have multiple decks ready, and I'm going to start with Jeskai Lukka personally and just feel it out. But if it just feels like I'm just so targeted, my matchups are bad, I'm going to try to switch it up to something maybe like Jund Sacrifice. I think that deck's good. And
certainly with this format where you can rebuy on day 1.
Yeah.
The ideal scenario, if you have the resources to do it, is to have a few decks built and ready to go.
Yeah.
And you're prepared to play 2 or 3 runs on day 1 if you need to. And if you notice that the metagame is going one way and you're hearing, based on what you see and what you hear, because I'm sure, social media is going to be a buzz all throughout that day about the tournament, then you can adjust and say, okay, I went with this, but it looks like that's not a good choice for the field. We'll go with my backup deck or one of my backup decks.
And then when you switch, you're like, oh, everybody's playing counterspell decks. I don't want to play Jeskai Lukka. Lukka, so I'm going to play an aggro deck, and then it's just going to be a 4 Wrath, 4 Clarion, Karuga Fires or something. Like,
I wonder if the metagame will evolve over the course of the day.
I bet it will. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's just how fast, Arena and Standard and just Magic in general has been moving since we've all been forced to be at home. It's like a lot of people are playing a lot more and recognizing metagame shifts, and it has been shifting faster than I've normally seen.
Yeah. It's definitely because you're not incentivized to hold on to information for any length of time. There's a new tournament it's not a week or two later. It's a day or two later.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's never, okay, I'm hunkering down. I'm testing all this week for the Open this weekend. It's okay. I'm playing this super qualifier, and there's another one in 3 days, and another one 3 days after that.
Yeah.
And you just keep churning. It's a meat grinder.
It is pretty much. Yeah, it has been fun though, I have to say.
Yeah.
And Arena Best of One should be an interesting weekend this weekend, but that's going to pretty much do it for us. So let's thank some subs here, thank some sponsors, and we're going to get out of here.
Yeah, we got 3 subs today.
All right.
Deepster 122.
Yeah, excellent.
Vejhai for a month, and Airborne 17th for 9 months.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for the subs, everyone. We really appreciate the support here on the SCG Twitch channel. Just the best website, Magic website in the world.
We're the best of what we do.
We are. And if you want to get some extra perks from Star City Games, you can head over to starcitygames.com/join-premium, and you can get all the perks from SCG for $7.99 a month. These perks include 5% off sealed products, 10% off singles, and then 15% off supplies, as well as just access to the exclusive content from our talented crew of writers and video content creators.
Yes, and speaking of that 15% off supplies, be sure to check out the Ultimate Guard line of products. We here at Versus Live do use the katana sleeves twice a week.
And a lot of them with all our Jordan decks.
And both I beat my sleeves up, so I shuffle, a lot, as you all know, and I shuffle pretty vigorously. So a nice durable sleeve is definitely something I'm always looking out for. I've been very happy using the katana sleeves here. So if you're a devotee of those sleeves as well, you will get 15% off of those purchases on Star City's website if you are a premium member. So you can kind of recoup some of your investment there.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be using katana sleeves after this. I'm a big fan just from when we started using them. But also, another thing I'm a big fan of is sitting. And if you want to sit in style like us, head over to carnox.com/SCG. You can get yourself 10% off one of these gaming chairs by using that affiliate link.
Yes, and then another 10% off of your purchase of Coalesce Apparel by heading to their website, coalesceapparel.shop, using the gift code SCG, and you'll get 10% off of your purchase there. We just got word last night from our fearless leader, Cedric, that we're getting some more of the, Coalesce shirts, so you'll see us in some Jim Davis pile drivers.
Yep.
There's an Is It shirt I've heard, though I haven't seen.
I haven't seen it,
the Merit Lage 2020 shirt, so those are all coming to us, and we will be featuring them on the show as well, along with our favorites. I know I love the Evolution of Magic, and this one I'm featuring right now, the Simic Combine.
I like it. Yeah, when I heard word we get to represent new shirts, I just got to take a fresh look at Coalesce, and they've added some really cool stuff. So head over there if you want to check out some really amazing shirts that are super comfortable. But that is going to do it for Versus Live today. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of a different show here. Best of One isn't something we normally do on Versus Live. Or a standard. And to be honest, Best of One isn't something I want to ever focus on, to be honest, because sideboarding is great. It is a way where you can leverage bad matchups. But this tournament, it applies. We are going to be playing Best of One. So it is good to have a little bit of an idea what that metagame is going to look like. So for Thursday, we're still debating, a little to be determined what we're going to do. We got some ideas, but we're going to keep it secret from you for now. We got a fun show planned. But we are going to be back Thursday at 1 p.m. It is Tuesday, right?
Today's Tuesday.
Okay, yep. It is, days are escaping me, so.
I believe it is May 39th.
May 39th, okay. I just repeated that one, guys, of course. That sounds right at this point. I just don't even know.
You mean it's May?
Yeah. Who knows? But we will be back Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, same place. So for Corey, Ross, Rob, we'll see you later.